It's a long story why I decided to make the film based on this myth. In one word, what is interesting in there, that this is a story about resentment. Resentment is an important word nowadays. And also, this myth, this story, it confirms and it says us that the human being in general, yes, is not something flat and understandable, that the human being is an abyss. And nowadays, a civilization which is natural is trying to fill these abysses, to make the things more flat, more equal, yes? Sorry, jump cut. But we should not cheat ourselves. And the cinema and art, I think, that we should remind ourselves that the human being is still enigmatic, we are filled with unlimited desires, and it is very important to show this from time to time. That's one thing. Another thing is that the ancient Greek tragedy is the highest point of the ancient culture. It is a kind of pre-monotheistic step, yes. It is one step before the monotheistic answers. And I decided that it will be interesting and sensible to move this story to the Holy Land, which is filled with this monotheistic religious energy and sense. And I was thinking that if to pull together two these entities, yes, then ancient myth, the polytheistic myth, and monotheistic territory, that it can, like two uranium hemispheres, that it can produce additional energy, additional sense, and I hope it happened. I was thinking about this script for, I think, more than for a year. I was traveling around Israel looking for locations, and then I wrote it very fast, I think in 12 days. Actually, it is not the adaptation. You cannot adopt the myth, yes? It's different, because myth is an independent semantic entity, yes? It is a creature by itself. And when you are working with myth, it looks like that not you are do something with it. It looks like the myth found you and decided to tell again itself through your mouth. So that's how it looks. Well, just the concept was elaborating in the pre-production and took about, I think, took about several months to elaborate this concept. In one word, what we were shooting, it was not the reality. Yes, it was some magical and unreal world which was mimicking to be real. So that was the idea, yes. But how did we achieve it, and how Alexander, who is now standing behind this camera, did it? It is just a miracle, I think. One among others. Yeah. Israel is an extremely diverse country. It's very small, but it's very diverse. To shoot there was quite a challenge because we were shooting mostly in the locations where nobody was shooting before us, like in this concrete factory, like in this roof scene, just many. And thanking to our colleagues, Israel producers, Kotsky brothers, so they made it possible. It was really very hard. But the idea is that I like Israel, and I think that normally the original Israeli films, they somehow don't notice the visuality of the country. And I was thinking that the visuality of the country, that the country just needs and wants to be filmed, and I just wanted to film it. It inspired me a lot. And it gave a lot of energy. And Israel is not, as all of you know, kind of sleeping place. It's very intense, and being there, you feel inside inside the boiling time, because the time really boils there. I mean, historical time. You are here, but just 1 meter from you was the King Solomon or Napoleon or whatever. You're being there, you feel yourself inside like kind of boiling historical pot. That's it. Thank you.